Good afternoon, everyone. I thought that this shirt would be appropriate, Chihuahuas and oils. Don't mind the background. I have my Chihuahua table set up so I can now clip nails, and we all know who gives me the problem. Mr. Da Vinci gives the problem, but we're going to be talking about my babies and the safety of oils. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Look how cute they are, my little babies. Everybody can see my screen. Good. Thumbs up if you can see the screen. Kim, can you see the screen? Yep. Okay, good. All righty. We're going to talk about pets and essential oils today. We're not going to take up too much of your time, but it's going to be about a 20-30 minute class. And we're going to open it up for Q&A at the end. So today we're just going to be talking about essential oil safety, general tips, and my most requested recipes. Everybody loves specific ones. I'm going to share those today and where you can find them on my Instagram. Always consult your veterinarian and use pure, unadulterated essential oils. I cannot say that hard enough to you guys. So what we're going to talk about is a great veterinarian. We have a whole veterinary board in doTERRA, which is really awesome. So my favorite is Dr. Rourke. Rourke, I think is her name. We're going to talk about her in a second, but she is my fave and my go-to and where I've learned everything. With my experience as a holistic health coach, again, if you don't know my name is Lindsay Higgs. I am a certified essential oil specialist and a certified holistic health coach through the Institute for Integration of Nutrition. And my journey has always been centered around really understanding mind, body, and spirit and how to connect them. That's what holistic means to me. And true healing comes from nurturing all aspects of our being. But something truly eye-opening happened when I learned more about animal wellness. I have over 20 years of experience with small little Chihuahuas. It started when I was 18 years old with my first Chihuahua. His name was Chico. We called him Chiquita Banana. He had passed away when he was 10 years old because of a transitional sarcoma. So when he's in his prostate. So they are very susceptible to diseases as we are. So I have over a decade, almost a decade of experience with holistic approaches with animals. So I realized that our pets, our companions, they're our family and they have the same foundational body systems as we do. Their organs, nervous system, immune function, emotional responses operate and mirror just like ours. So they are exposed to the same things: environmental toxins, stress, processed foods, and emotional imbalance. And just like us, they are susceptible to inflammation, digestive issues, skin problems, anxious feelings, and chronic dis-ease. So, this realization was powerful when my first Chihuahua passed away from this. And now I call this overcompensation because I have four of them. But it is what it is. We have Miss Bella is our short hair traditional Yo Quiero Taco Bell Chihuahua. She was a gift to me when Chico was still alive. She's the only one that remembers him. It was very sad. She knew when he was gone because she would try to find him in their little huts. He had a blue one, she had a purple one. It was just those two. But Chico was getting older and she was a little puppy and she put a little pep in his step. And they were really a cute duo. Then came me having the knowledge of knowing that there's long-haired chihuahuas out there. Why? And then these three happened. um, so why? So Layla happened, Layla Bear, and then Faith, we found her and rescued her. And Da Vinci was from a breeder. I am more towards um, adopt, don't shop. But to me, if you're helping them find a phone, find a home, you're helping them find a home. You're still saving them. So I wouldn't want to treat my own body with harsh chemicals, right? We don't do that. Synthetic medications. If you're here, you want to learn more natural options or processed food. So why would I want to allow the same for my pets? Then it clicked. Our animals deserve the same level of intentional natural care that we give ourselves. So They thrive when supported with clean nutrition, non-toxic environments, essential oils safely used, which we're going to go over, energy healing, and all the natural remedies that work in harmony with their bodies, not against them. So my holistic lifestyle doesn't just support my own well-being, it extends to my animals because I love them. And they do deserve to feel balanced, vibrant, and deeply cared for. This is my experience. This is the knowledge that I know. I am not a veterinarian. Please consult your veterinarian. Some are going to be a little bit pushy, but when you find your right one and put your foot down, just like when I'm an empowered patient, when I go see any type of doctor, you can do that with your vets too. You can fire your vet if you want to. So just saying. All right. So before we dive in, are there any toxics lurking in your home that they impact our health? They're also going to impact your health, especially when they're on the floor. Your pet's health, I'm sorry, especially when they're on the floor. Cleaning supplies, air fresheners, um, all of the stuff you're going to clean your floors with. We don't want their little paws are on there. You know, of course, we're barefoot too, but they're licking everything. They're like little vacuums. At least mine are. So just read the ingredients. We're going to want to avoid fragrances and check the labels for any type of perfume or parfum. Look at my Da Vinci boy. I put all these pictures in it and I'm going to be like squirrel because they're my babies, right? Who should you believe? There's so much stuff out there. I'm not saying you have to believe me. You don't have to. It's okay. I only got like 10 years under my belt with 20 years of Chihuahuas and 10 with holistic, but it's fine. I want you to do what you feel is best. But there's so many, veterinarians out there that are going to tell you do this, don't do this, don't do this. Blogs. There's so many essential oil companies, fear tactics, Pinterest, internet, testimonials, personal experiences. I'd love to go by those because that's great. Pharmaceutical companies and science. You want to go by. We have a whole veterinarian board, and that just popped into my mind. I did not put that on the slideshow, but we got some slides to go through. At the end, I'll go ahead and post it on my Instagram and save it in a good spot on my pet's highlight. But we are going to talk about a veterinarian that is on the board, and she's my go-to. I love her to death, and she, answers all the questions that I have. And that's where I really learned most of it. So the facts. Essential oils seldom have side effects when they're used properly. A little bit is going to go a long way. Even when I say that for us, it's way, 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 way little bit. It's going to go a long way for them. And we're going to talk about why. Many products on the market today use essential oils. You can just simply walk down a pet aisle and read the ingredients to see for yourself. They're not it. Purity matters and less is more. Just like essential oils are not regulated. They're not regulated for us, not regulated for them or anything else. We want the best of the best. And we all know, if you're here, we know that's doTERRA. Sense of smell, here we go. Dogs and cats have 200 to 300 million olfactory receptors. We only have about 5 to 6. That's so much more. They're so much more sensitive than we are. So when I say 1 to 2 drops for us, I'm talking like 1 drop to like 50 drops of carrier oil for them, or 100 drops of carrier oil, especially when it comes to cat. And I got cats in here because I have been requested for years to speak about cats. It's very simple. We're gonna keep it simple. Diffusing, yes, you can diffuse in a room with your dog. Just don't keep them confined into a room with a closed door. Let them be able to get out if they want to. We're going to use a water-based diffuser. We're going to place the diffuser in a stable area. Run the diffuser intermittently, 5 minutes on, 5 minutes off. We got those. 4 to 5 drops at a time. You don't need that much, especially when you're only using maybe like a roam like this. You don't want to, I don't know if you can see me. You probably can't because I'm sharing my screen. Got to get used to that. And diffuse in a good ventilated area. Okay. Like I was saying, let them leave if they want to. There is a little trick. They're so sensitive. You can take a bottle of essential oil with the cap on and stick it next to them and they will smell it with the cap on. They will be able to smell it. Even I kind of can, just a little bit of a green mandarin that I'm sniffing right now. They will be able to smell it. If they like it, they will lick their tongue and put their tongue out a little bit and lick their mouth, lick the air. If they put their hand over their face or, don't like it and walk away, that means they don't like it. That's how you're going to introduce an essential oil to a dog for the first time. And I did that with all of them. Applying topically. Yes, you can apply them topically. They're so great for any type of anxious feelings, for storms. Bella, this is my Bella girls. She's my ride or die in the car. She loves being on a leash. She's the only one. She loves being on a leash. She loves going for car rides. She's so good. She doesn't give me any problems, no car anxious feelings or anything like that. But she does not like thunder. And if your smoke detector is going, that beep, that high beep, oh, she goes crazy. Any type of high beeps like that, she cannot stand it. So I will loop her up with some oils, and 15, 20 minutes, she's cuddle up. I wrap her in a little blanket, give her a little, swaddle, and she's good to go. So you always want to dilute heavily with a carrier oil and apply to a small area. You don't need to slather the whole dog. They'll smell it, I promise you. And apply to your own palms and pet the top of their head down the spine. If they have long little droopy ears, we want to make sure that the essential oils don't get on the droopy ears, because if they shake their head, it's going to get into their eyes. So we want to be careful back of the ears, on top of the head, and down the spine. Little pro tip to dilute the oils down to below 1 to 2% prior to application, and 100 drops of carrier oil for every 1 drop of essential oil. So I was saying 50, you could do 50 to 100. And it also depends on if my dogs are used to this. They've all been introduced to essential oils since they've been born, except for, yeah, Bella, yeah, 2016, yeah, since they were just born. So they've been around essential oils their entire lives, and they're now 9, 10, 11, and 12. That's so crazy. Well, the 12-year-old was 2 when we got her. No, it was 2 years into me getting oils, because I'm almost 10 years around that. You get the gist. So hello, come on, Mac. Applying topically, where do you want to apply the oils topically to the dog? Like I said, top of the head, not on droopy ears. Like this little doggy has little droopy ears. We don't want to put those, because if he shakes his head, he's going to get the oils in the eyes. We want to keep it out of the nose, out of the eyes, and, private areas. So back of the neck, along the spine, underneath the chest, upper inner forelegs, which is like their little armpit, and abdomen. Totally do the abdomen. I put Digestin on Layla this morning because she's got a bad belly sometimes. She gets a little acidic. In 2 hours, she was eating her breakfast and happy camper. This is not on here. If you want to take a screenshot of this, you totally can. I do really like putting oils on their paw pads when diluted, very heavily. I do it all the time. I also really like the Serenity stick. They have their own doggy Serenity stick. They also have their own frankincense stick. So those 2 are really, really good. Here's some dilution ratios that you can totally take a screenshot of. Again, this is going to be recorded and posted on my YouTube. Dogs that are 25 pounds or less, 0.25 to 0.5, which is about 2 drops and 2 tablespoons of carrier oil. 25 pounds to 50 pounds, we're going to go ahead and do 3 drops to double that of the carrier oil, 4 teaspoons. And any dog over 50 pounds is going to be 6 drops into 2 tablespoons. So there's also horses in there. I put horses in here because they have the only research out there right now about essential oils taken internally. But I'm going to tell you a little bit of my experience. So where to apply them? Again, you want to apply directly to the affected area. Hot spots. I'm going to share with you my hot spot recipe, and I dilute it down to and apply right to the affected area. If there's anything like that, you just want to go to the dilution ratio and apply. You can place the oil in the palm of your hand and then apply from head to toe and have them smell it from your palms. Like I was saying, you can keep it closed and just put the oil next to them. You can take the cap off if they're not really doing anything, and put that right next to them, and just to see first before you put it in your hands. And then you always want to, again, avoid the eyes, ears, nose, and the private parts. Internal use. Generally, avoid internal use unless you really, really need it. But Mr. Da Vinci, for his heart health, has a heart health recipe that is on my Instagram. I'm going to share with you where you can find all of my recipes. And I use my cool as a cucumber. If you know me, you know I have a cool as a cucumber blend. It's my own blend of lavender, frankincense, and copaiba. And I infuse their freeze-dried treats with that every single day. And they take that blend internally for anxious feelings, cellular support, because they can be known to get what happened with Chico, those diagnoses. There is, again, some research regarding internal with horses. So you can, but you want to go to your veterinarian. I'm going to tell who to go. I'm going to tell you who to go to if you really need to. But you can always ask me for my experiences as well, because I do have a lot of experience. And I go to her. So you can go to me or you can bypass me and go straight to her. She's awesome. We're going to talk about her in a second. Kitty cats. Look at this cute little kitty cat. I love cats. I tried to adopt and save a calico cat, named her Callie. And I had Chico at the time, and she was just a lot of energy. So I got her a good home. I'm a Chihuahua mama. So with cats, you want to be, you can use, it's a myth saying that they can't use it. It's a myth saying that your pets can't use it. Cats just don't have the liver enzymes that allow them to break down the chemicals as effectively, but they can. They metabolize and excrete things differently than other animals. They do not like strong odors. They have thin skin, and you just want to be more cautious and dilute heavily and avoid certain oils. So take a screenshot if you want to. Common oils that you should avoid using are citrus oils. We're just going to gang it up into one citrus oil. Tea tree, that's why it's bold. Basil, birch, clove, eucalyptus, peppermint, oregano, thyme, wintergreen, spearmint, ylang ylang, fennel, citronella, cypress, little Dougie Doug, juniper berry, black pepper, cardamom, and petitgreen. We don't want to use those. Cats and essential oils only use, obviously, CPTG. That's us. 1 to 50, 1 drop per 50 drops of carrier oil when using it. Not internal at all for cats. Never, ever. I wouldn't do it. Even if I had my own cat. Substitutions. Here's some really good substitutions for these oils. Instead of tea tree, you can just use geranium, arbor vitae, myrrh, or cedarwood. Cassia, you can use On Guard, oregano, or thyme. And wintergreen is a big no-no for most kids and dogs as well. Copaiba, frankincense, and Aromatouch. Body system overview. Again, screenshot if you'd like to. Cardiovascular support, digestive support. The essential oils support every single body system. Immune, skin, musculoskeletal, nervous system, respiratory, and urinary. These are my top go-to oils for any of these digestive systems. Take a screenshot if you'd like. Supplements. I love using the supplements. The A to Z chewable, safe for dogs. Lifelong vitality, safe for dogs. I do not know if the VMG is. That is a question for our vet. Endocrine complex, you can open up the capsule and sprinkle it in. Terrazyme digestive enzymes, I use them with the dogs all the time. With Layla, mostly because she has stomach issues. So this morning she will get about a third of the capsule sprinkled on her food this morning. The IQ Omega, safe. And the Deep Blue Polyphenol Complex is safe for hip and joint because it does not contain wintergreen. So you can sprinkle that on their dog food and they will have no problem with, I wouldn't give any of these to cats. Sorry. Maybe the omega-3 fatty acids, I'm not sure. But the Deep Blue Polyphenol Complex works really good for hip and joint. Most requested dog recipes. It's my DIY shampoo. These are the oils that I put in them. I'm not going to give these to you because I have a whole hashtag on Instagram. You can search PetsLMI. Hashtag PetsLMI on Instagram. And I'm probably going to start a little ebook. So there's that. This is going to give me, that push to do that. My outdoor pest collar. So you can soak your little pest collar, which is going to be a fabric collar, not their normal collar, with these oils to help any type of buggies or pests. You can also use the same ones during that time of year in the summer for your DIY dog shampoo. That's proactive, preventative, proactive care. I don't say prevent. And you can also use those same oils for the pest for, what is the spray? I use a fine mist sprayer and I'll spray them down before they go outside. A road trip collar is really cool. Digestin and lavender. You can soak the collar in those. I'll just lube up Layla's belly for if she feels a little bit. She's the only one that will have a problem. Joint support, Aromatouch, Siberian fir, helichrysum, frankincense, and copaiba. Again, the Deep Blue Polyphenol Complex in the food is great for joint support. calming spray, balance, lavender and copaiba. I also love my hotspot spray, the lavender frankincense. I've been adding myrrh for that too. And copaiba, you know, we love copaiba, frankincense, and lavender. What are you doing, buddy? Doing, she's just in the corner. And then my DIY toothpaste is my favorite. Just a little coconut oil, baking soda, peppermint, and myrrh is great for the gums and is safe for them, which is really cool. My most requested cat recipes. These are the ones that I have learned. I don't have a little kitty cat, but these are the ones that I have sent to most people. Again, these are the calming sprays, skin salve, outdoor pest collar, litter box refresher. I've sent that one to somebody and they absolutely love it. And a scratch deterrent because someone that I know got two little kittens and just had gotten a brand new couch, fabric, brand new couch. And that poor couch is ruined and she's very upset. So we had to do a little scratch deterrent. But these are my favorites. And I'm going to be making some hashtags for cats as well, because I don't think I have these actually in my Instagram, but most of the pets are in there. Resources. This is where we're going to talk about Janet Roark is, I believe, my favorite. She has essential oil for pets guidebook, and she also has a Facebook group. The Animal Desk Reference by Melissa Shelton, Holistic Aromatherapy for Animals by Kristen Lee Bell, and Spoiler Pet by Mia Frezzo are my favorite ones that I really love. But I'm a Janet Roark. I think it's Roark. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I love her Instagram. I love her. She's known as the Essential Oil Vet, if you want to look her up. And getting started, if you're new here, you can totally snag a top 10 oils kit or customize it to whatever you would need for yourself and add some oils on for your pets. Or if you just want to get started with some digestive support, some anxious feelings, anything like that for calming or hot spots, all in the top 10 kit. Honestly, frankincense, lavender. The only one that you can't use that you could use on yourself is some deep blue and the tea tree is the one I would stay away from. But if you want to unlock some exclusive free oils, you can DM me for my Silver Club code. Oh, and I put it in there, didn't I? Of course I did. You didn't see that. We'll just blur it out when I post it, hopefully. Whatever, it's fine. We're going into the third month. It's okay. You can get up to 4 free oils, a free diffuser, free shaker bottle, so many free things. You can simply choose a starter kit or create your own kit for you and your pups. And to get your wholesale account, it's 25% off your retail prices. You will have access to our private VIP groups, support and education. You can receive up to 10 to 30% of orders back in free points, redeemable for free product, and you have the option to receive the cost of your shipping back in points as well. So you get a free product of the month. There's so many perks to having a VIP rewards account as well. It's super cool. If you're a freeze for me person, that's what I always say. This is the place for you. Questions and answers. Anybody have any questions for me? I'm going to stop sharing. I think we did that in 25 minutes. Not bad, Lens. Not bad. Let me go check the chat because it wasn't popping up since I was, Dee says hi. Laura says, hey. Cat loves serenity. They'll sleep. Yes. I love that. I love that. When I will do the serenity stick on all their little paws, like if it's like too much commotion or if there is a thunderstorm or anything like that, and they are night lights out. I love that. Dee raised her hand. I'm sorry, Dee. If you have another question, you can unmute, pick my brain, whatever you'd like to do.
I have one, Lynn. So for the cat skin salve, is there a hashtag for that one?
I'm going to put there is not right now. I'm just starting to share about cats. That was a specific request that I had for one of my customers. I'm going to start sharing. I'll do a little post about those specific recipes. I'll put them in one little post and I'll put it in the pets LMI hashtag.
Okay, thank you.
I'll get that posted. I will write that down. Kitty cats pet salve. Okay. Anything else, my loves? Thank you guys so much for being here. The replay is going to be on my YouTube. It's going to be on my YouTube. I'm going to be doing my master classes this way. So I appreciate you, everybody showing up. That was a quick and easy class. If anybody has any questions, you can go ahead and shoot me. What would Linz do at What Would Linz Do on Instagram? I believe everybody here follows me. Thank you, Laura. Thanks, Dee. Appreciate you guys. Thanks, Kim. Love you guys so much. Hope you guys have a great day.
You do the same.
Thanks.